artificial intelligence, if you're a marketer, as almost the enemy. And I don't see it as that. You remember when Photoshop was first introduced, there were a lot of professional photographers who looked down on it. Oh, not going to use it. It's going to make, bad photos mediocre. It's a tool. So now we see the best photographers actively using Photoshop. It's just a tool. I see the same with artificial intelligence. It doesn't matter if you're a marketer, a product manager, or an engineer, you will be able to be more efficient. You will be able to do more, better, cheaper using artificial intelligence in all of its different forms as a tool.
Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of the engatica interview series. I'm your host, Kimberly, and we're really glad to have you join us today. We have with us a very special guest. We have Ken Herron, the Chief Growth Officer at UIB, on the show. A very warm welcome to you, Ken.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here.
Before we dive into a crazy interview as to what really is trending in the industry right now, let me tell you a little bit about the engatica interview series. The engatica interview series is a powerhouse of insights and insights from industry experts around the world, a platform that provides the latest news on AI, automation, and technologies that will help you with your business. Come be a part of our community where we learn, share, and grow together. Diving into my first question for you, Ken. What are the biggest challenges when launching a new marketing initiative? Do you know how can they be resolved?
You're going to laugh at me because this is an old problem since the invention of social media. We still see a lot of issues with our customers and distributors in terms of aligning everyone. For example, let me give you a real life example. You have a new product coming out next week. You have a press release. All of this has taken weeks, if not months, to get all the approvals and everyone set up to go. You've written all of these wonderful social media posts. You're ready to go on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, all the rest. Many companies overlook the step of engaging their own people, their own community. In old days, we would do what was called an escrowed press release. Okay. We embargoed rather. We put it embargo and we'd go reach out to friendly media to let them know what was coming, give them a chance to read it, give them a chance to ask questions so that when it goes live, they can publish. Oddly, many companies don't think to do the same thing with their own people. So even if you're a small company, you have 50 people, 100 people, share this with them, educate them so that they know it's coming. They know when it's coming. So when you do that post on LinkedIn, you're teaching the algorithm, hey, this is hot news. This is good stuff. They like, they share, they comment, they post something about it on their own LinkedIn channel. That's such an easy multiplier effect, such an easy way to amplify the message. And even companies that may not have a lot of resources, I don't see them taking advantage of that really significant, critical marketing step to leverage your existing people assets to help them amplify your message.
This is very right. I mean, this was one of the challenges that many startups and small businesses overlook. I think the hidden gem is if your team shares it first, right? So diving into my second question for you, you've helped us with a very big challenge. I'd like you to just pin down some points, some strategies for gaining a competitive edge through the intersection of marketing and technology.
You're going to laugh. For me, the answer is conversational AI because I feel it can help to scale a business. I don't care how many resources, how many people you have, it's really difficult to answer, just as one example, one use case, every single customer that comes in real time. With a very simple, basic chatbot, you can answer the most frequently asked questions, not just quickly or instantly, but with your absolute best answer in full rich media. Maybe the best answer is a diagram or a technical how-to sheet or a quick video that you can really give your best, and maybe it's some expert, it's some talking head that is how they have explained how to do something in a really charismatic, warm, brand appropriate way. So that ability to really tap the different expert resources and they can be put into a chatbot answer, and it may not handle 100% and probably shouldn't handle 100%, but it can really handle the 80% plus really, really effectively. and create a better customer experience.
Very, very rightly said. I feel conversational AI is like the turning point to a lot of functions as well, because it really is available 24/7 and you don't really have to worry about your queries being missed as well.
And in the user's preferred language. If we're fortunate enough, we have a global business, we have people with very, very many different preferred languages. Even if they could speak English or French or something else, why not allow them to talk and communicate with your business in the language that is easiest for them on the channel that is best for them? Realizing it's not just any language, but it's also any channel for a real omni-channel chatbot.
Very true, very true. Can you pull out one marketing problem that AI really solves?
That's difficult because I see AI really being able to be applied to all stages of the customer journey. So I would answer the question in terms of it helps to accelerate that progress throughout the customer journey, no matter where they are. The simplest one can be for tech support, because people may be hesitant to engage because I don't know if the experience will be good. If there are common issues, a one-time password resets. So the ability for AI to handle that instantly, very, very effectively, and that sounds silly, but for many companies, that's a frequent issue and it becomes a big cost driver. You can turn that most common issue into a real plus. You can create a very positive experience over something that's pretty basic.
Yes, that was really very insightful. What do you think is the most trending thing right now at the moment? And I know you're going to say ChatGPT, but how can we really use the tools that you're going to mention to increase brand awareness?
And you said it well. It's not necessarily ChatGPT. We know that is the one people are talking about, but it's general artificial intelligence, which is made by different people. And we know there will be competitors to ChatGPT. It's that ability to be able to answer tangential things. So I sell bicycle tires, and someone comes up and they're asking about something that I'm not an expert in, maybe bicycle lights or some other piece. The general artificial intelligence can support that while also letting me know, hey, someone just asked a question that wasn't in your database, wasn't in your chatbot. I think general AI, like ChatGPT, really allows us to listen at scale in a very different way. When I speak to peers who work at Walmart, they say that it's not just about better customer service at lower cost, which is how most people get involved in it, but it's about that ability to understand changes in what customers want and how they want it in real time. So it allows them to be able to respond quicker as the world changes.
Yes, thank you so much. Before we wind up our conversation, are there any other sound bites that you'd leave our audience with?
One of the biggest ones is I hear a lot of people thinking of AI, artificial intelligence, if you're a marketer, as almost the enemy. And I don't see it as that. You remember when Photoshop was first introduced, there were a lot of professional photographers who looked down on it. Oh, not going to use it. You know, it's going to make, bad photos mediocre. It's a tool. So now we see the best photographers actively using Photoshop. It's just a tool. I see the same with artificial intelligence. It doesn't matter if you're a marketer, a product manager, or an engineer, you will be able to be more efficient. You will be able to do more, better, cheaper using artificial intelligence in all of its different forms as a tool. So kind of the end point, it's not that AI is taking away all our jobs. It's taking away the jobs of the people who are not willing or able to treat it as their virtual colleague and use it as a tool to really do new and exciting things.
Yes, and I think I'd like to add this very trending post that was, I just seen a couple of days on LinkedIn was AI is not taking your job. A person who's using AI effectively is. So
yes, well said, well said.
Thank you so much, Ken, for sharing your insights. It was lovely talking to you, having you on the show. We're definitely going to look forward to more conversations with you and content coming in from your side. We'd really like to know what you think about the hot topics. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before we dive into this interview, for more content, subscribe to Engati and tap the bell icon so you get access to exclusive content coming from thought leaders from around the world. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you with a new expert soon.